Today, meaning yesterday, the 10th of February, is the feast of Saint Scholastica, who is the brother of Saint Benedict, who is the father of Western monasticism. He went to the East in the early 6th century, came back with stories and patterns of life from the great Eastern Fathers, went to the desert and learned their rigors, learned from St. Basil, not directly, but the continuity of life from them. And he went back to the West and founded a monastery, and the monks rebelled and tried to poison him because his way of life was so strict, so he left and started another monastery, Monte Cassino, I think is where it is now. And his sister, who was his twin, shared the womb with him. She followed him in monastic life and always lived very nearby, and in fact moved from one place to follow him to a women's monastery near Monte Cassino. And they would get together once a year to have conversations about the spiritual life, about heaven, about the struggle to serve God. Their family reunion, I guess. And as they got older, they would be together for one day. They would meet at sunrise and stay until sunset. And as they got older, Saint Benedict said to his sister, Scholastica, said, I better get going. It's going to get dark soon. I have to be in the monastery before it gets dark. And she said, brother, just stay, please. I want to talk to you more. And he said, no, I can't do that. The rule of the monastery is you always have to be back for bedtime. You have a curfew. And so she put her hands on her head and she prayed, and a torrential storm came out of nowhere. And he could not leave all night. Just rain and thunder. And they stayed all night and talked until the morning, and it cleared up, and he went home. And a couple days later, at night, he was looking out his window, or maybe he was looking through his soul, and he saw her soul ascend to heaven, passed away. And he sent the monks to go collect her body, to dig the grave that he had selected for himself, and buried her there, so that when he was buried there too, they would share the same tomb, as they shared the same womb. And such a touching little glimpse into the humanity of such a monumental family, and such a rigorous family, but the sweetness that God would listen to the last prayer of his handmaiden, Scholastica. And may we have that same closeness with our siblings. And may we have that same entrance into heaven through her holy prayers. Amen.